Number 4, community. This was a popular theme and still continues to be a popular theme in 50% of the top schools. All schools would like to know how specifically you will take advantage of the experience and also how you will serve the community. Same with Kellogg's first essay question, where the second half is share why you feel Kellogg is best suited to serve as a catalyst for your career aspirations and what you will contribute to a community of lifelong learners during your time here. Again, understanding what the community stands for, their values, challenges, and ambitions can really elevate your answer. Yale goes a step deeper with the question, describe the community that has been most meaningful to you. What is the most valuable thing you have gained from being part of this community? And what is the most important thing you have contributed to this community? Here, this school is offering a much deeper meaning to the word community. It could be any community from professional, volunteering, extracurricular, or in our highly connected digital world, communities around ideas. Cornell MBA application also expects you to mention how you will contribute to the community in the unique trait that defines me as a. The question is, what is something unique about you that others will remember you by? And how will this trait help you contribute and engage with the Cornell MBA community? This is a 350-word essay. When Yale wants to know what you consider to be a community and how you have contributed, the Cornell admissions team is looking to evaluate traits that could offer the most value for the Cornell MBA community. Again, different schools value different traits. For help in brainstorming and mapping traits, values, and life experiences to each MBA program, contact me, Atul Jose, at editor@fngmat.com. The second essay question for the Ross MBA, how will you make an impact at Michigan Ross, has 4 prompt choices. The 4th prompt is about community that says, describe a time when you made a difference in your community or with an individual. 10 years back, I could easily find an applicant who was much more engaged with their community. The proliferation of social media, the pandemic, and the addiction to digital engagement have limited the real world reach of a lot of talented professionals. When you have a choice between mentorship and community example, prioritize community narratives. Darden has combined inclusion with building a global community with the question, please describe a tangible example that illuminates your experience promoting an inclusive environment and what you would bring to creating a welcoming global community at Darden. This is a 300-word essay. Right now, with the right-leaning US government in power, the sentiments against immigrants have reached an all-time high. It's a lack of real-term salary growth, inequality, and the unaffordability of real estate that has translated into scapegoating immigrants. The optics of one party should not distract you from the culture of most top schools. They value the global cohort that has brought so much diversity to the campuses. Lean into your global perspectives and identity while retaining the American ethos of liberty, meritocracy, and work ethic in the essay. The Fuqua community and USA question doesn't mention community in the prompt, but highlight what it means to be engaged in the community. They include this particular line, our students enjoy a wide range of student-led organizations that provide opportunities for leadership development and personal fulfillment. For Duke Fuqua, you must convey the sense of purpose and personal satisfaction when you narrate plans of contributing to the communities in the school and the neighborhood. Even MIT, which prefers applicants with strong con skills, has a short answer question that asks, how has the world you come from shaped who you are today? For example, your family, culture, community all help to shape aspects of your identity. Here, MIT wants to know the biggest influences. They want to understand the unique experiences you have acquired from your community and the identity it has helped shape in you. Even Columbia's inclusion essay has an option to include narratives that highlight a sense of community with the question, please share a specific example of how you made a team more collaborative, more inclusive, or fostered a greater sense of community within an organization. You should understand the difference between a sense of community versus actually contributing to a community, which is often the schools, neighborhoods, and campuses. Many times they are measuring your intent to contribute to specific nonprofit partners. If the essay is hinting at a sense of community, the school wants to understand how you identify with each others in a community. Is it based on ethnicity, language, religion, nationality, or a similar life journey, interests, values, goals, or a belief that one's growth is tied to the community's growth? When you erase all your identities, how do you relate to the community? Is it a sense of justice? Do you feel that your community should receive the right mentorship and support? Schools prefer candidates who think holistically about their community. This is because most of you will grow into careers in private equity, consulting, and technology, where there will be several moments when your decision will affect communities across the world. Are you aware of the impact you would have on communities? Do you have the long term thinking to not just focus on short term profits, but sustainable and holistic growth? The school also wants to understand how you interpret the interdependence between you as an individual and your community. And the best examples are the ones where you show this awareness. Many times I've seen applicants hesitate to mention smaller community engagement, doubting the impact of their effort. Not all essays need this kind of dollar term thinking. There are great essays where the client built a narrative around the beneficiary and the impact their small regular contribution had on the beneficiary's life. Here, scale is not important. The personal stories and how you narrate them matter even more. One client talked about teaching calculus to underprivileged children and how it built the foundation for learning complex concepts in math that became extremely useful in competitive entrance exams. The impact need not be direct. It could be a change in thinking that really set the beneficiary on a path of growth. All sense of community essay should not be coming from membership, either based on neighborhood or any factors related to your identity from ethnicity, nationality, language, or religion. It could also come from a universally recognized sense of right and wrong. These are examples of war crimes, bullying, or the manipulations of markets and regulations that are creating an extremely fragile global economy. So, your sense of community could relate to the entire world without mentioning your identities. Understanding such nuances is important before creating your essay draft. For any help, contact me, Atul Jose, at editor@fngmat.com, or you may use FNGMat's contact form at store.fngmat.com/contact-fngmat.